We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
But I've much to do yet.
With a decent supper. Fine fettle today.
We'll have an early supper.
The month I spent with Lord Phases was a queer experience indeed. I was conscious of nothing. Nothing, that is, save your presence, Master.
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it.
Your valiance shall be rewarded.
Uh-huh. There's something written here.
Let's have a look then.
Someone...
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been forestalled, or merely postponed? I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an
Many paths are closed to us now on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction! But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Does my lifelong work hold no meaning any longer? Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
What should I do?
Whatever am I to do?
Someone ought to put a stop to this.
I'll not take that lying down.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective.
This cannot continue.
That's it!
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go.
The flow of time feels almost unsteady.
It would seem this is no longer the world we know.
Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
I grant you roaring flame.
Enough dallying. Follow me.
There are too many of them! Better we cut down only those who must proceed.
This cannot continue.
Enough dallying. Follow me.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to your aid.
A fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait right there.
I'll not stand for this. Fine. Should have set me sights now.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Principles unproven are as dust on the wind.
Cut one monster down and 2 more replace it. We ought to ignore the rabble and focus on our true objective. This cannot continue.
The beast fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh. Naught can be achieved without sacrifice.
Whatever 'tis you need, I shall gladly oblige.
Alas, a theory unproven is a...
There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
Look, Master, an urn. It doesn't seem a threat, but perhaps we ought to break it to be doubly sure.
Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned.
Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back.
But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains.
After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here and continue my work. Someday soon, I will lay bare the truth of this world. And on that day, I will slip the yoke of this broken order that rules us all.
Does my lifelong...
We will urge the people to flee to the seafloor shrine. We may only be buying time, but 'tis better than doing nothing at all.
But will the people do as we suggest? The crux of the problem is how best to convince them.
Pleasure to serve you, Master.
I grant you Fire's blade. Use it well.
I am grateful to you, Arisen.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
That was impeccably timed, Arisen. Victory!
Thank you, friend. I dread to think what might have become of me had you not happened along when you did. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety, though I have to wonder if anywhere is safe now. I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, suffice to say, they won't be able to join us. Follow me. You'll see what I mean.
You would gather materials here, Master? Can we really afford to carry more?
It is a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see. Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. You'd have more luck. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here, all the same. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit well with me. I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good. I'm at rather a loss.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. It was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Well met, sir. How was the day? Treating you then. Always a pleasure.
'Tis most... We have a key, do we not?
Mayhap 'twill open the way. Let us see if it fits.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded. So the pawns were being held here by the power of this God's sway. Now they ought be free to make good their escape.
Splendid.
Well met, sir. How was the day treating you then?
We ought to steer clear of lava. No armor offers protection against such heat.
Remain focused. A clouded mind shall serve you poorly in an ambush.
Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. Now that the pawns are on their feet, methinks I can get them to safety. I only hope they'll heed my words as they have yours. But I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the Godsway? With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the refuge without delay. Now there's no chance of any of them being left behind. Seems I've no end of things to thank you for, my friend. I appreciate all you've done here. I'll get the pawns to safety, don't you worry.
With this, their evacuation is all but assured. Godsways are loathsome artifacts, but I suppose they have their uses.
Outstanding. There's a ladder here.
Oh, excellent find. More must be urged to evacuate.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the cloud.
There was something abnormal about that dragon.
Formidable though it may be, we must challenge and defeat it.
Let my magic work with an immense. Have my protection. I am saved. Thank you, Arisen. Red portion will Understood. Has it a mind of its own? Or is merely a force of nature capable of naught save destruction? We must destroy it ere it swallows the land.
Keep it within your gaze. Lose sight of it for even a moment and the fiend will be upon you.
By your leave. I grant you glory. Fall back, and I will By your leave.
The fire must be put out ere our comrade burns. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. I shan't let it on. Not far to go now. Keep your focus. Will not find a better opening. Strike the horn. Now! Our foe is repelled by some miracle. Now this region shall be safe. At least for the time being. grant you fire flame. Use it well. You have my protection. We have an opening! Focus your attacks! Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall! Let my magics grant you an elemental boon. The fiend moves nimbly by clinging to the terrain. Try to keep it within your gaze at all times.
Mayhap if we fall close behind it, we could find a way to get ourselves into an advantageous position.
By your leave. I will protect you. You have my protection. We'll not find a better opening. Strike the horn. Now! The creature is gone. Let us revel in the knowledge that this region has escaped its destruction.
The sky glows red with fury.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
In truth, I cannot help but fear what lies ahead. Yet, I shall defend our master's world all the same.
I fear for the Arbor. Yet 'twould seem there is far more at stake here. The very world is under...
Vindamund. Vindamund.
Jarmen ran soron.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
This is my first time clapping eyes on such an item. I expect my own master has yet to... even discover it.
I fear for the Arbor. Yet what has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here. Yet this place is all we know. All we have. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easily persuaded. Nonetheless, we can but try. Come.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide that we might...
Carium, kemen rostindo non meltol, morvea curuir. You're no elf, halan lome meltol. I am called Darren. My brother taught me to speak your tongue. So different from our own. Do you understand me? I learned the words, but this is the first I use them. Others of your kind have come here, but my people warn them away. Oh, but I cannot stay. I must, see to the Arbor Heart.
Arid fel so.
Fa al carwa sil non via palan. Ayil, my tinif
Findelnar. Ne veo norwende liske.
Kasinke telpi nun karilm ilmen arkael.
Mornambwe hiroth. Erur ne kemen malantar ingadur.
Kemen indur kanyan. Eteler le affaire mor.
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so tightly that even my words cannot reach him. If only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might be persuaded.
Lungtena peli telume.
As a matter of fact,
I am afraid my father has closed his heart so if only the Arbor heart were restored to health, perhaps he might...
Kiriando.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside. Kemen Ross, Bakazar. Arisen Felis. Ayil, Fanamo me metane.
Matane film.
My duty is to care for this, our sacred tree, the Arbor Heart, she is called. She has been with us a very long time. She is nature's very heart, and a pillar of strength for my people. We have always lived in harmony with nature, and the Arbor Heart is our connection to the land. Yet, day by day, her strength is failing. I must give her nourishment of the soil to help her recover. A special kind, called Gwifentia in my language. I know not what you would call it in yours. Once, a dwarf wandered into the arbor and gifted some to us. It filled the Arbor Heart with life. Now, little remains. Too little for the Arbor Heart to recover her strength in full. She begins to wane. Do you know of this substance? It must be found outside the arbor somewhere. If you find any, will you tell me where it lies?
Ne affair mor finnen Palma. Affair pella in Minnesvana.
Matane filmerdo.
Matane
Oof. My pack's grown rather heavy. Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft aught I can.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to...
I'll carefully conserve my strength, and...
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
You'll find none lighter on their feet than a thief.
The command of powerful magics is a sorcerer's privilege. Should you wish, I would gladly demonstrate.
I shall be proud to serve you, Arisen.
Master, if ever your pack grows cumbersome,
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
A grand adventure awaits us.
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray call upon me. I would be only too glad to assist. Delighted to meet you, especially if we share a sweet tooth. A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the
Keminindo?
and Fatelpi Halana.
The arbor heart needs a special kind of nourishment called Gwifencha. It must be found outside the arbor.
You can always depend upon me to translate for you, Master. Gwifencha is the Elvish word for scale cinder.
In your tongue, it is called scale cinder? Where can it be found, I wonder?
Now, scale cinder is a byproduct of the Batali smithing style. A Batali blacksmith ought to be able to tell us more.
If you see him on your journey, will you let me know?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We see if there's aught to be found while we're here.
Salma Arenfa, Alekano Nandewi.
Kiriando an Mindor Hiroth, Arta here.
You say you're on the hunt for Gryffindor. Darren asked that of you, I expect. 'Tis said a woefully lost blacksmith once stumbled into the arbor and left some of it with us upon parting. In your language, 'tis called by another name. What was it? I know I've read of it. Of course. Scale Cinder. That's the one. It can be found in Batal, I believe. I know no more than that. It isn't much talked about, you see. The blacksmith was a dwarf, and the elders are rather prejudiced about their ilk. I am afraid my father has... If only the Arbor Heart were restored to health. Perhaps...
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know. Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.